Alrighty, we are back with another YouTube video. How's it going, guys? It's Alan here, and welcome to the day 3 and day 4 recaps. So, let's get into it. So, we're starting with day 3, which happened on Thursday, and yeah, let's get into it. So, day 3. I wake up, I sleep in a little bit, by not much. I believe I wake up at around 8 a.m. or 7:30, one of those two times. I brush my teeth, I get changed into my day clothes, and yeah, I go downstairs to go eat breakfast, just me, and then yeah, I head to orchestra rehearsal, and orchestra rehearsal started at 9, and it was the same order as Tuesday, or no, Wednesday, uh, Brahms, festive march, uh, Palestinian, and Sound of Music. So that's the same order. And what do I do? I think I go sit. Well, since I got there early and I didn't have to show up till like pretty much till 10 after 10, so pretty much 10 a.m. I just chilled, got on my phone, and yeah. I also got on my computer for a little bit to do some work and yeah, play Retro Bowl on my phone while time passes very slowly. And yeah, and I think I got in there with like I think they took I think the orchestra took a little bit of break, so I went inside the concert hall of St. Joseph's Hall and just chilled in there as well. And then they get done with the violin concerto, and now it's time for festive march. And we do festive march. Sorry, that was my TV. We do festive march. We don't do much work on it because it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty easy, and yeah, no. Actually turn off my TV. And so, yeah, what else happens? Then we take a break for a little bit, and then we do Palestinian dances, which I don't play in it, but I think I have a video of rehearsal, so I'll put that up on screen. And then they get done with Palestinian dances, and we do the Sound of Music, which, eh, yeah, it's just easy as well. And then it was time for lunch. Lunch, it was at a different place that day instead of being inside St. Mary's School. We actually go to I forgot the name of it, beach house. It was near the hotel, south of downtown Fredericksburg, and my God, that place is gorgeous. So yeah, but before we go to lunch, or we're on the way to lunch, but all five of us flutes we hop into Lynn's car, which is pretty small, but it's fine. It is what it is. And then I put my country music on, I forgot the first song. I think the first song I played on my playlist was Dandelion from Ella Langley's new album. And so I put that, and everyone's like, "Oh, okay, yeah." I mean, I don't know how they feel about my music, but I guess they're cool about it. And so we get to lunch, and uh, yeah, we get there, and yeah, we just pretty much chilled. We hanged out a little bit, and yeah, pretty much that. I got this epic photo of myself, so there's that. And the place was gorgeous. I wish I had taken more photos, but I don't think I did. But oh well, it's fine. So we get done with lunch, and then there's this rusted truck that was like surrounded by like I think it was surrounded by flowers or something of that line. The Obos took a picture, and then we thought the idea of do the same thing as well. So we did that. We took a picture. I'll put that up on the screen. And then we head to master class, our afternoon classes. And yeah. And so I do my quartet rehearsal with me, Eloise, and then two of the oboe friends that we have. That goes through that rehearsal goes through pretty smoothly. We we know we have a better understanding of the piece now and our all of our parts. So yeah, it was better, but still more time to there's still more time to continue to stack on improvements. But yeah, pretty much that. And then flute masterclass, we do this we do this little exercise where we do I think it was Tough and Algo Bear number 4, but Dr. Pardo they he brings out a backup track. It's like it's, instead of being of a boring old metronome, it's a backup track, and I think it was like a Cuban, or I think it was a Brazil, South American uh, backbeat or something like that. And then we do TNG number 4, and yeah, I don't know how I felt about it. I think I didn't like the backup track because I'm just so used to doing an in-ear click with my metronome. I think that's just how I was. So yeah. Then we get to flute ensemble class, which we worked on the Barbara Seville more, and yeah, pretty much that. There's nothing much happened besides that. And yeah, what day was that? That was Wednesday. And then it's about that time for dinner, and I think Lynn and Melissa they broke off to somewhere. I think they went to go relax in the hotel room. Eloise went somewhere, I don't know where, but yeah. And then me and Abigail we went to downtown Fredericksburg to this ice cream shop that I've been to before. I forgot the name of it, so I'll probably put it right here. The name of the place. And so, yeah, we're just me and her. We're just talking about life, like how just life. And I'm not gonna get too specific, just life. And then it's getting a well. First, let me tell you what I got. I think I got a club sandwich, and Abigail got a salad. So yeah. And the time is almost that time for Abigail to go to, or it's almost call time for the Soloist in the Spotlight concert. So yeah. I went to go drop her off, and then I immediately went to go to HEB to go get a postcard for both Eloise and Abigail because they were both performing. And Lynn, Melissa, and Dr. Pardo agreed to sign it, and as well me, because I'm the one getting it. So yeah. And then at HEB, I ran into a couple of friends, one of my friends, and then I ran into another friend, or I guess another person that I met at the first at day one. So yeah, I get it. I get the two postcards, and I go back to the hotel, get changed into a nice button-up shirt, and then with my cowboy hat. So yeah, and then we, or then I arrived back at St. Joseph's Hall, and pretty much waited for Dr. Pardo, Lynn, and Melissa to show up for the concert so that they could sign the postcard. And so Dr. Pardo is the first one to arrive after me. And then he signs it. He tells me that it's what I did was a very nice thing to do because that's just how I am. And yeah, Lynn and Melissa arrive. They both sign it, and then we're off to go see the performance. The performance, well, there was multiple soloists, so the concert was very, very long, with like an intermission in between. And so everyone did great. Everyone's solos were phenomenal. So good job to everyone who performed in the solos in the spotlight. So yeah, and now it's time to give the postcards to both Eloise and Abigail. And they both liked it, and yeah, pretty much that. And then afterwards, we went to go get celebratory ice cream. But then here's the problem: Melissa's car breaks down, which is really unfortunate. And then, I text her that I have jumper cable, so if she needs help, I'm there. So yeah, which unfortunately that did not get to happen. So she called her parents, and so yeah, it was good. But here's the thing: big reveal here. I'm a mechanic. I'm a car mechanic. Before Fredericksburg, as soon as I got out of school, I went to go work for one of my mom's friends who was a car mechanic, and yeah, pretty much that. So yeah, I love my job out there as a mechanic. So yeah. And then after we get ice cream, I go back to the dorm, or not to the dorm, to the hotel, and yeah, showered and call it a night. So yeah, and that would officially conclude day 3. Alrighty, day 4 now. It is Friday, so day 4, day 4. Wake up as per usual. I think I woke up right around the same time, so yeah. And then go downstairs, do my casual routine, put my outfit for the day, and then fix up my face. Go downstairs to get breakfast, and yeah, I took breakfast a little. Or was that Wednesday? There's yeah. I think Thursday, day 3, I took breakfast a little bit lighter. Yeah, okay. I eat breakfast. I head to St. Joseph's Hall. But this time, instead of waiting around in the lobby, I actually go to the St. Mary's School next door and practice. Just practice, pretty much that. And then I walk into the building and I hear one flute player, and I'm thinking, huh, who would that be? In my first reaction, I thought it was Dr. Pardo, but no, it was Lynn, who was practicing next door or to the next classroom, directly to my left. So, yeah, She was in that classroom where me and my quartet are held, or rehearse. And so she's in there, and I'm like, okay. So I go to the next classroom to my right, and you know, practice in there for a little bit. I get warmed up, and I went to go check up on Lynn again to see if she was actually practicing or if she was in a lesson. Next thing I know, I opened the door slowly. I realized Lynn was having a lesson, so Dr. Pardo saw me really quickly, and he told me to come on him, but I was like, no, no, I'm good. So that was fun. And then I go back to my classroom where I was practicing, and just continue to practice. And then I think Dr. Pardo told Lynn that I came inside, or that I went inside the classroom. And yeah, I think they heard me because after Lynn's lesson, they immediately came to my classroom to check up what I was doing. And I told them I was just generally practicing. Yeah, Lynn told me that she had a lesson, and her lesson went very well, which is good. And then I asked her to see if I could borrow her TNG book, her Tough and All Go Bear book, because I want to do some more practicing on number 4. And yeah. And so that, Lynn gets to go get coffee. Dr. Pardo went somewhere, who knows where, but yeah. And then it was getting closer to rehearsal time, run around 10, and so I go back to St. Joseph's Hall and just wait, and then enter the concert hall, and then just sat down and we did Festive March, same as usual. No, didn't do much on that, and yeah. And then what else do I do after Festive March? I think I just chilled inside uh, the concert hall and watched them rehearse Palestinian dances. And then afterwards, we do the Sound of Music, and yeah, now it was time for lunch. And this time, lunch was at a different spot as well. Let me look. Marquette's von Fredericksburg. I'll put the name of the place right here in the corner. So yeah, we have lunch there. It was pretty nice, actually. It was a pretty lovely day, but it was also stinking hot over there. That's how it's been since I got there. So yeah. And then we have lunch. We have lunch with the oboes this time. So yeah. And then I went to go take a few pictures around the area. I'll put them up on the screen. It's a few of them, so yeah. And then, I go back, and then for some reason, somehow, Lynn keeps telling me that she wants to learn how to dance. I tell her that I know how to dance, but I haven't danced in a while, which I'm starting to regret that now. Good old water. Okay. So yeah, I should have danced. I should have knew how to dance, but I sometimes when the opportunity presents itself, you do it. This time I didn't take the opportunity, so which is dumb of me. But it is what it is. It's fine. And then after lunch, we go back to uh, we go to the St. Mary's School, and we have our usual rehearsal. And yeah, also that Friday it was the chamber music concert, so we pretty much had one rehearsal left for my quartet. And so we're doing everything good. Everything runs good. We actually have one more rehearsal after flute ensemble class, so yeah. Rehearsal goes by, then for flute ensemble class, we're pretty much all tired the afternoon, so uh, what do we do? I forgot. I think we do like number TNG number one, I believe. So yeah, we do that at like a very slow pace because we were all tired. And then, you know, just that. We took a break. And then we rehearsed the Barber of Seville. And pretty much that. It was pretty much straight that. And then two of the oboes from the quartet I was a part of come back. And we do one more run through. And yeah, pretty much that. And then we break off into dinner. Uh, yeah. Melissa and Lynn, they went somewhere. I don't know. God know who knows where. Abigail went somewhere. I don't know where. Eloise went somewhere. So I don't know. I go to Waterburger because it's Friday. So yeah. And then I go back to my hotel room and just change into my suit. And yeah, just waited till like 6. And then headed to the Rock Box Theater down there in downtown San Angelo. I mean, downtown Fredericksburg, not San Angelo. Downtown Fredericksburg, and yeah, meet up with everyone. And I think I was the first flute player to arrive, so yeah, pretty nice. And I'm just walking there trying to get myself locked in because it's the first concert since when? Since graduation. So I'm not going to count graduate. It's the first concert that I've performed in since the Let Freedom Ring concert. If you could see right there, the posters, oh, fuck. Posters, that one. It's all the way above my window. So that was the last public concert. So yeah. Getting myself locked in for that, and all the flutes arrive, well, individually, and so we go at. We are the last chamber group to get a sound check, so yeah, everything goes through pretty smoothly. One of our members, which aka my oboe friend from who I graduate or who recently graduated from Angelo State, she's running late, no problem. Yeah, no problem. And then yeah. And then Dr. Potter notices the pins that I have on my suit jackets, and he mentions to me like, "Hey, those are nice, man." Like, yep. I got my flute pin. I got that for Christmas, and then my two other pins, my ASU pin, and then I have a, a U.S. flag and a Mexican flag like joined together. That is also from the university. So yeah. And then I go over there, and then I see Melissa, Lynn, and I believe Abigail as well. And then Dr. Potter also follows me, and everyone notices my pins. Like, wow, yeah, I'm all dressed up for the occasion. Like, I'm wearing a red dress shirt, my concert black pants, my black suit jacket, my bow tie. I am all dressed up for the occasion. That's how well dressed I am. Easily. And then, what else happens? What else happens? Yeah, it's pretty much go time. And then, the first half goes through well. I mean, the first half of the chamber music concert, it was pretty much all strings and then one percussion ensemble. So, pretty much that. And then we took an intermission, and then I grab my flute, and then I go over to the other side. And oh, sorry, I gotta pop my neck. And now it's the second half. And the quartet I was a part of, I think we went second. So yeah, Melissa's quartet went, or was it Lynn's? No, Lynn's quartet went first, and then the quartet I was a part of with Eloise as well. We went second, and yeah, we do good. Not a bad performance, but we do good. As much as we have prepared, not bad, not bad. And then I get to chill out. And then after my group, I think it was Abigail's group, and then Melissa's group. Pretty much, yeah. And then 3 brass ensembles. Yeah, that was pretty much the end of, or that was pretty much the end of the concert. And then afterwards, we had a jazz party, and after late night jazz, uh, well, goes well. I do have a clip of it, so I'm gonna put that up on the screen. And then after jazz night, I go back to the hotel and just call it a night. I took a shower. Actually, did I take a shower? Yeah, I take a shower and then just called it a night there. And so that was the end of day 4. All right, so that's gonna wrap up for day 3 and day 4. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Truly appreciate it, and yeah, leave a like, subscribe as well, and I will catch y'all for the final part, day 5. And yeah, all right, thank you guys. Have a good day.